Dash camera footage shows the moment of a dangerous crash over the weekend involving a luxury SUV that was being rented by a Super Bowl winner.
4 people were injured in the crash involving 4 different vehicles. Police believe the driver of the Lamborghini SUV and the driver of a Corvette were speeding and caused the wreck. The occupants of those vehicles walked away. One of them, in the SUV, was being rented out by former SMU player and Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is in Dallas tonight with more on the story. Amelia.
Steve, I want to start with that new information we got about the cars involved in the crash. The attorney representing the Classic Lifestyle says they rented out that Lamborghini SUV to former SMU star and Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice. The rental policy says that Rice was the only one authorized to drive the car, but Dallas police still haven't identified all of those who were involved or who they believe is behind the wheel. Watch this dash camera video recorded on North Central Expressway. In a matter of seconds, the highway goes from smooth travel to a 6-car pileup. Dallas police say Saturday around 6:30 p.m., a Lamborghini SUV and a Corvette were speeding. The drivers lost control and caused a chain reaction crash with 4 other vehicles. When the dust settled, everyone inside the 2 high-performance supercars that caused the crash walked away without offering help to anyone else. Fox 4 obtained these photos of the crash from TMZ Sports. It wasn't the people that caught Kyle Coker's eye, but the SUV.
I saw the vehicle, and that was a vehicle that I've actually driven and ridden in here, and so I assumed that it was my client's and gave him a call.
Coker represents the Classic Lifestyle, a car rental company in North Dallas that specializes in luxury and exotic cars. He says the Lamborghini Urus SUV that was involved in the crash is one of theirs, and former SMU football standout and member of Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs Rashee Rice was the one who rented it.
So you're confirming the customer who had rented the Lamborghini SUV is Rashee Rice?
It was, and he was the only one supposed to be driving the vehicle.
Dallas police are investigating. They haven't identified the occupants of the vehicle or said who they believe was driving. Coker couldn't confirm how long Rice rented the car, but says he's a repeat customer.
I think the frustrating thing is we have had a long-term relationship with Mr. Rice because he is homegrown here out of SMU. We've leased him several cars. There's never been an issue in the past.
4 people suffered minor injuries from the crash. Mark Linehan, an attorney representing one of the victims in the crash, told Fox 4 the Corvette is also believed to be connected to Rice.
It'll be okay does not overcome the laws of physics. We kill each other when we drive like this. We kill each other and we do all sorts of stupid, thoughtless, inconsiderate, dangerous things.
Monday, Rice's attorney, Royce West, a state senator from Dallas, released a vague, short statement on behalf of his client, saying in part, quote, Rashee is cooperating with local authorities and will take all necessary steps to address this situation responsibly. And West would not respond to further questions from Fox 4. The Chiefs team president, Mark Donovan, told a Kansas City radio station the organization is looking into the reports of what happened, but said little else about it.
We're pushing for everybody to take accountability and get towards a resolution as much as anyone else is at this point.
Rice's attorney declined a request for an on-camera interview today. Earlier this afternoon, Dallas police told us they're still working to identify everyone involved, so no arrests have been made so far in this case. If you have any additional photos or videos of the crash, Dallas police would like to hear from you.